Soul Shocker. Soul Shocker.
So how is Messianic culture working to bring about the pressure of some great emergency? On page 118 of Morals and Dogma, we find this quote: "If the bond of gravitation that holds all worlds and systems together were suddenly severed, the universe would fly into wild and boundless chaos. And if we were to sever all the moral bonds that hold society together, if we could cut off from it every conviction of truth and integrity, of an authority above and a conscience within, it would immediately rush to disorder and frightful anarchy and ruin." So, in order to bring about anarchy and ruin, the pressure of some great emergency, Messianic culture would have to sever all moral bonds that hold society together. They would have to disconnect the sense of right and wrong within society. They would have to cut off every conviction of truth and integrity, of an authority above and a conscience within. So, Masons believe in order to bring about change for better, they must first debase humanity. This is a quote I found from a communist manual on how to brainwash a nation. It reads as thus: "The first thing to be degraded in any nation is the state of man himself." Nations which have a high ethical tone are difficult to conquer. Their loyalties are hard to shake. Their allegiances to their leaders is fanatical, and what they usually call their spiritual integrity cannot be violated by duress or hardship. It is not efficient to attack a nation in such a frame of mind. It is the basic purpose of mind control to reduce that state of mind to the point where it can be ordered and enslaved. Thus, the first target is man himself. He must be degraded from a spiritual being to an animalistic reaction pattern. He must think of himself as an animal, capable only of animalistic reactions. He must no longer think of himself or of his fellows as capable of spiritual endurance or nobility." End quote. My friend, in Genesis 1 verse 27, it says that God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. In the previous verse it says, "And God said, let us make man in our own image, in our own likeness, and let him have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, over the cattle, and over every creeping thing." God created man in his image to have dominion over the beast, not for the beast to have dominion over him. My friend, you were created in the image of God. You came from no monkey. They teach us that. They pour that into our head from our conception, that we came from some primordial slob of goo. That you came, you evolved, that you went from stage to stage, and now you have come to your final stage as a human being. My friend, that is the plan of the enemy, to tell you that you came from a beast. And since you came from a beast, you are worth nothing more than a beast, to be ordered around like a beast. No, no. We were created in the image of God, to reflect that image of God. It's the plot, it's the plan of Lucifer, using Messianic culture to debase that image, to destroy that image within man, to demoralize society, to destroy how you perceive what is right and what is wrong. Hence, in our community, we have what is good is bad, and what is bad is good. That is good to be a thug. That is good to be in and out of jail. That is good to sleep with whoever you want, male or female, it doesn't matter. Hence, I'm a beast. I'm a dog. No, my friends. No. No. The reason that God came in human form was to restore humanity back to the image of God. To them that believe on Christ's name, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, to be restored back to that image. It is the plan of Satan. It is the plan of Lucifer to exalt passion above reason. It is the plan of God to flip that, to bring reason above passion. My friends, Satan knows that, and he hates that. You were created in the image of God. You were not created. You were not created to be beasts.
Yo, this is your boy Disaster. We're about to go into our next video ringtone. Right here on Pimpin' Ringtones.
Disaster. Thought you said this nigga's supposed to be here, man. Yeah. Supposed to be here, man. Damn. For sure. I got stuff to do, man. You know what I'm saying? People was calling me. Just check it. Hello? Morning, man. Who is this? What if
Niggas bugger, nigga. Y'all get
Hey, what's
Disaster
up? No, man, I'm sitting here waiting on this nigga.
I know how Disaster is.
This nigga, the homie told me he's supposed to be showing up, man, but he's bullshitting, man.
Yo, man, get back to me, man. Once y'all got that nigga Disaster, where y'all want Mars.
Okay, so where you at there, man? What time you coming?
You need to just calm down, man.
Smoke some weed or something.
We ain't got no weed.
Oh, you ran out of weed too? Oh, where this nigga at? You smoked it all. Oh, Doty. Man, we need to come up on some cheese. We hungry
Wait till
out
this
here.
nigga come. Wait till this nigga come.
So many people in the
Wait till this
conversation.
nigga come.
I peep, homie. Hold on.
I see this nigga caught up. I see this nigga.
See his car?
He must have just pulled up around the corner.
I know these niggas ain't thinking about jacking. Oh, fuck that.
Let's get this nigga.
Let's get that safe, man. You know where the beat's at.
This is my lick. I'm killing everybody.
Yeah, nigga, got your ass. Oh, shit. Damn, where the fuck this nigga at, man? I'm hungry. Shit. Fuck that, man. Oh, this nigga next room.
Damn, we're just behind this thing. Where you at? Man, I'm trying to find them CDs.
I couldn't sleep at all last night. Thinking I'ma die, clutching my 9 tight. Monster homesick-ish, need to quit. Flashbacks overcome my dome. Loving it, fear's just a 4-letter word. Never heard since I'm flat broken savage. Past the earth, I went from car chase to foot race. Never lost faith. Mercy will be shown to those that show mercy. Death will be given to those that's bloodthirsty. Try to talk to your mind, but your flesh don't hear it. So I'm forced to talk to your spirit. Mercy will be shown.
On this journey we've taken to uncover the secrets of hip-hop's fathers, we have covered a vast array of issues. We started this journey by taking a brief look at the fraternal organization known as the Freemasons. We trace their origins all the way back to the formation of the first one world government at the Tower of Babel, and we saw that this one world order was no mere man-made invention, but that in fact a fallen angel by the name of Lucifer was behind the scene of this scheme, trying to create his own government system, if you will, based all around the worship of him as God. We saw that this plan is being carried out to this very day. Lucifer, or Satan, through the medium of Messianic culture, is bringing humanity back to this global order of things. We saw, in order to bring humanity back to this, he must bring an end to the old order, and that to do this, he must bring about the pressure of some great emergency. This pressure can only be brought about when the world is at a point of anarchy and ruin. But before the world can come to a point of anarchy and ruin, the moral fabric of society must be destroyed. This is where hip-hop came into the picture. We saw that in 1982, a message was sent out to the urban community. We found that those that were bearing the message to us, the messengers, all had connections to the Messianic order. We saw that two of these individuals bore the name Grand Master, a title given to 2 degrees or 2 levels within this secret society. We ended off by taking a brief look at the teachings of the 12th degree, the Grand Master Architect. And now we will commence to go on to the next Grand Master, the 20th degree. Albert Pike now writing to the 20th degree, to the Grand Master of all symbolic lodges. He gives this statement on page 213 of Morals and Doctrine. It says, as Grand Master of all symbolic lodges, it is your special duty to aid in restoring Masonry to its primitive purity. You have become an instructor. On the same page he gives this quote, the true Mason is a practical philosopher. Masonry and philosophy, without being one and the same thing, have the same object and propose to themselves the same end, the worship of the Grand Architect of the universe. As Master, you will teach those who are under you, page 216. As Master of the Lodge, you are to inculcate these duties on your brethren, page 217. As Master of a lodge, council, or chapter, it will be your duty to impress upon the minds of your brethren these views of the general plan and separate parts of the ancient and acceptable Scottish Rite, page 219. So Grandmaster Flash and Grandmaster Melly Mel were nothing more than instructors, nothing more than teachers, giving us a lesson in Masonry through the message. And what was that message? Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I am trying not to lose my head. Now apply the vice versa. Flip that. You see, if you push me, I will lose my head. I will go over the edge and bring about anarchy and ruin, the pressure of some great emergency. The job that the message was sent out to accomplish was simple. Satan knows that evil communications corrupt good manners. If he could funnel these evil communications in through the avenues of the soul, in through the ears and in through the eyes, eventually these communications would take root and bear fruit within the actions. He funneled this message into our community year after year. Don't push me, don't push me, don't push me. Evil communications corrupt good manners. That verse in 1 Corinthians, that word communication means companionship. If one hangs around with thugs, one will become a thug. If one hangs around with hustlers, one will become a hustler. If one hangs around with businessmen, that one will eventually become a businessman. The words that are spoken to us by the communications of those who we commune with change us. By beholding, we become changed. Satan knew that. So he funneled that into our generation. For the last 28 years or so, he have reproduced that message. If you push me, I will lose my heat. Evil communication, corrupt good man.
I feel the rain coming down, yeah. I feel the world pulling me down. I feel the rain pouring down, yeah. I feel the world pulling me down, yeah. I feel the rain coming down, yeah. I feel the world pulling me down.
Hey, so y'all make sure y'all pick up the Disaster Strike CD. I'm about to check it out. Hearing is hot, so make sure you go get it, alright?
A couple years ago, a group came out by the name of Shot Boys, and they made this sign popular in hip-hop again. I know everybody believes this sign simply means rock on or I love you in sign language, but it has a sinister history behind it. In 1988, a book was published by two people by the name of Una Woodruff and Colin Wilson. The name of this book was Witches. And in this book, Witches, they gave an illustration of a satanic witch. Right here, this illustration right here that you see. You can see a couple things. For first off, you see two serpents coming out of her hair. And then right at the two serpents, you see them meeting at a necklace that has the upside down pentagram on it, or the upside down star, which is known as the Baphomet, or the Goat of Mendes, or the Satanic Star. You see that? But you see her throwing up the rock on. You see her throwing up the Spider-Man. In this book, they say that this sign is a signal of the El Diablo. This witch is throwing up the El Diablo. And in Spanish, anybody who knows anything about Spanish, speaks Spanish, knows that El Diablo simply means the devil. So in all actuality, this is the hand sign of the devil. Now, when we flash back to Helen Keller, seeing that she developed sign language, why would she take this sign that means El Diablo and use it to mean I love you? Put the two together. Was she saying maybe I love you, devil? Maybe I love you, Satan? Well, it doesn't matter if she was or not, but regardless of the fact, this sign simply means Satan. It simply means it's the sign of the devil. And all these artists are throwing the sign of the devil up. Throwing it up left and right. The question now is, what will you do next time someone tells you to strike the police?
Yo, what's up? This is Disaster, and y'all about to go into the next video, Ringtone, which is called Her Wicked Ways by Disaster, right here on Pimpin' Ringtones. Holla at your boy. It don't stop.
I can tell that we living in the last days. See, these broads got me tripping off their wicked ways. Lesbians engaged, ozone sun rays, AKs in our neighborhood spitting off straight.
You don't recognize a gangster when I'm staring right at you. Legends call me Medusa, turn your ass into a statue, then break you on some Mortal Kombat shit. I'm dynamite with a short fuse, fool, and I'm lit. Plus suicidal, strap up and bear hug your recitals. Chapter called Crook. Yeah. Disaster. PP, once again, the equation. You plus me, divided by the Tennessee, equals rest in peace to our enemies. You plus me, divided by the Tennessee, equals rest in peace to our enemies. You plus me, divided by the Tennessee, equals rest in peace to our enemies. You plus me. Yeah. Divided by this Hennessy. It's as if my life was an open book. Read the chapter called Crook. It'll move you like a rook. Your night can't escape his death with an L shape with a palm right there. So keep me where that's checkmate. You respect humble disaster, the great flows and multitudes like water and lakes. Selling Curtis Blow, cause that's a break punishment. Got that shit that gives you the shakes. 8.6 earthquakes, glass breaks, then we add more shake. When you had all you could take, you're fucking with heavyweights. The laugh when we last the balls off featherweights. Don't bother lifting weights, strictly push-ups on fingertips. Aim the jemmy at your face and empty clips. Picture this, living life in blackout. First round title bout, knockout. Half of your clan just walked out from the embarrassment that you received from the punishment that's running shit and gunning quick. You're loving it, I'm getting fired. You can run, but can't hide, can slip, but can't slide. Can add, but can't multiply. You plus me, divided by this Hennessy equals rest in peace to our enemies. You plus me, divided by this Hennessy equals rest in peace to our enemies. You plus me, divided by this Hennessy equals rest in peace to our enemies. You plus me, divided by this Hennessy. Now finally time to think, treat myself to a fifth. For Grandma Ye, the only one that's the oh mercy me, things ain't what they used to be. She tickles me with the unethical justice. With the body, this chick was far from just another hottie. She beam up Scotty, heartlessly walking through the party. Looking for prey, cute face, booming body, and a wicked way, rolling her tongue. Complimenting me that I'm well hung, flirting with every guy. From cloud to cloud, laughing, getting high, but still moving scaleless niggas' hands off your thigh. I can't lie, she kinda turn me on, she doing obscene things on the phone. I love it when your moan makes me groan. Let's talk and have a drink, I like that black lace outfit with G-strings, that's pink. What's your name? Spit your game while you're here. You looking all paranoid. There's no need to fear. She said that I've been stripping about a year. Drunk the absolute, no chaser. This chick like the clear. I can tell we living in the last days. See, these chicks got me tripping off their wicked ways. See, I can tell we living in the last days. See, these broads got me tripping on their wicked ways. I can tell we living in the last days. See, these bitches got me tripping off their wicked ways. See, I can tell we living in the last days. See, these tramps got me tripping off their wicked ways. I can tell we living in the last days. See, these broads got me tripping off their wicked ways. See, I can tell we living in the last days. I can see it as clear as this vodka that I'm drinking, man. Got to pay back. You know, trying to get shit cracking. I never thought it'd ever happen, man. If anybody tried their ass off, man. I know it was me. Shit, I'm up trying to get signed. I'm trying to get shit cracking, man. Need some get back. Man. They want to give me some bullshit. Pay back. I said, all right, I decided to bring it out myself. Shit, I'm funky. What's the world coming to, man? I really believe that, you know, I had something that somebody else, some other rappers didn't have, you know? I was real with it, you know what I'm saying? Plus I had a real nigga too. Jackpot, man. I knew we was gonna put it. I mean, what could I say, you know? Everything we did revolved around music, money, and making that shit happen. If it wasn't in a major way, you know, we wasn't involved, you know? Me and my nigga Jackpot, man, been putting this shit down for going on like 15 years, you know? All these fools on the West Coast just biting and eating off of us, you know? And then coming up in the game, you know, and everybody ain't even understanding who really did it, but they gonna find out. It was funny, though. I mean, hanging out with the crew I hung out with, you know, hearing this disaster straight up, that's me. Man, I had some wild boys, my boys D-Love and Jackpot. You know, we had Old Ham, we had King, Pierre. Man, I mean, these boys had money on the mind, you know what I'm saying? And Dub and his brother Million, man, you know. I just knew we had a tight clique, yo. And we wasn't gonna do nothing but get no rest, because we gonna be sleepless in Los Angeles, because, you know, we know what we had to do. You know what I mean? we had to do all we could do to get it cracking. We didn't have nobody in our corner that was talking about, yo, here goes some money, here goes some plans, you know. And all the things we thought about was like outrageous, you know what I'm saying? Crazy, you know, other people couldn't even imagine it, you know. How y'all gonna do that, man? Y'all just some little booties, you know what I mean? Y'all just some young bucks around the hood, you know. I could never go worldwide, you know. I could never be in, you know, the UK, you know. So I just like, you know, took that as a challenge, you know what I mean? Nothing to create a secret, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was wild, like the West back then, you know, because they had all kind of things going on with the East Coast, the West Coast. They just killed Biggie, you know what I'm saying? They just killed Pop, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was just so many obstacles in this music thing. I was questioning myself if I even wanted to get involved in it, you know. Clothing line going off, we got FUBU, Mecca, and all them. You'll see what happens. Morning, all right.